was on at 86.25 6 months ago. Today it is trading at 36.5.
As of market crash caused by inflation, wars, oil and gas prices, you not smashing that like button, we are here today to talk about 4 stocks that I'm betting on for the next decade. I will also provide you with some free stocks, but we will talk about that later. We all know that cybersecurity is one of the most essential advanced technologies in the internet era and also for the upcoming Web 3.0 and 5G. And it makes sense to invest your money in companies that are working in this space. So what are some of the best fintech and cybersecurity stocks you can buy right now? You will find out in this video. What's up guys, welcome back to Glory Investing Show. Smash that subscription button, grab a drink and enjoy this video. Using the Falcon platform, Crowdstrike provides cloud-based cybersecurity solutions. There are 19 modules offered by the firm, all of which are subscription-based and serve companies of different sizes. Crowdstrike's revenue growth has been impressively steady. Revenue increased by 63% in the third quarter of 2021 when compared to the same period of the previous year. In every quarter since it went public, the company's revenue has grown. Due to Crowdstrike's subscription-based business, gross profit normally rises along with sales each quarter as expected. Crowdstrike had a gross margin of 73% in the third quarter. The firm has yet to make a profit, but that isn't unusual for a company in the early stages of its development. Crowdstrike is cash flow positive, which is fantastic news for investors. Free cash flow in the third quarter was $124 million or $159 million. On the financial sheet, the company had $1.9 billion at the end of the quarter in cash equivalents. In addition, these achievements are not an exception. Crowdstrike has generated positive operational and free cash flow for over 2 years. As expected, new customers and current customers buying more products fuel Crowdstrike's revenue growth. Crowdstrike attracted 1,607 new clients in the third quarter, increasing its total to 14,600, up 75% year on year. More significantly, consumers who bought 4 or more modules grew to 68%, 55%, and 32% respectively. In the third quarter of 2020, the same numbers were 61%, 44%, and 22%. This shows us that Crowdstrike is not just gaining new clients, but keeping them coming back for more. The current market decline has created a great purchasing opportunity for Crowdstrike investors. Shares are presently selling at 31 times revenue, which isn't inexpensive but is the lowest since mid-2020. Crowdstrike is a good option in 2022 for investors seeking to get exposure to the cybersecurity business. Over the last 3 months, Block, the fintech business once known as Square, has lost over half of its market value due to increasing interest rates. Because Block earns money from Bitcoin transactions and has some Bitcoin on its books, the decline in the value of the cryptocurrency has exacerbated the sell-off. Despite Block's recent decline, the company's stock has increased in the previous 2 years. In the fourth quarter of 2021, the firm recorded total net sales of $4.08 billion, exceeding predictions of $3.98 billion. Excluding Bitcoin, overall net revenue was $2.12 billion, up 51% year on year. Overall, Bitcoin revenue was $1.96 billion, up 20% year over year. Cash App had over 44 million monthly active transactional users at the end of this quarter, up 22% year over year. Gross profit was $1.18 billion, increasing 47% year on year and 50% 2-year CAGR. Seller gross profit increased 54% year on year to $657 million and 32% CAGR. Cash App's gross profit increased 37% year on year to $518 million with a 90% CAGR. Outside the US, gross profit increased 60% to $62 million. They intend to expand outside of the US through expanding product distribution and acquiring companies. Afterpay, which has 35% of its customers outside the US, will undoubtedly contribute. In the second half of 2021, Afterpay's gross merchandise value climbed 54% and revenue grew 53%. Afterpay has over 122,000 yearly active retailers and over 19 million annual active customers, up 64% year over year. Afterpay generated $19.7 billion in GMV in 2021, up 74% year over year. Cash App's mission is to manage all your money. Pay-to-pay software Block introduced Cash in 2013. It has since expanded into a super app for Bitcoin, online stock trading, and online payments. Block's forthcoming purchase of Credit Karma Tax and Afterpay from Intuit will also incorporate tax filing and BNPL services into the Cash App ecosystem. Last August, Cash App hit 70 million yearly active transaction clients. As the pandemic-related headwinds faded, the firm rebounded fast. Cash App was the number 4 most downloaded app on iOS in the United States in 2021. Block may seem costly at 85 times projected profits. Similar to many other high-growth firms with unpredictable profit margins, its price-to-sales ratio is a stronger indicator of value. By that standard, it's 3 times next year's revenues. This year's sales are valued at 7 times those of PayPal. Occidental Petroleum Corporate Entity is a US-based oil exploration and petrochemical production corporation with operations in the United States, the Middle East, and Colombia. It is based in Houston and incorporated in Delaware. Oxygen is a vital source of energy and the building block of life on Earth. Oil prices have risen as a result of increasing demand, as well as a lack of supply after the pandemic. It was only Monday that oil prices surged almost 4% as traders started to think about the likelihood of Western sanctions cutting off Russian oil supply from the global market. Russia supplies around 10% of the world's oil. Monday also saw an update to supply-demand balance projection from OPEC+, which showed less success than originally predicted. Oil giants have also declared plans to sell their Russian holdings, potentially reducing supplies even further. For both sales and profitability, Occidental outperformed analysts' estimates in its last earnings report. Management also announced a new capital return program that boosted the quarterly dividend from $0.01 to $0.13 and a new $3 billion share buyback program in connection with the results report. By selling at these prices, Occidental can pay down its substantial debt, which presently totals more than $30 billion in principal and interest. It is the goal of the management to reduce the debt to investment-grade status by $20 billion this year. Up to $2.5 billion of notes due between 2023 and 2049 were put up for tender by management. This is a good time to invest in shale oil firms since these companies have consolidated and reduced drilling expenses in recent years as oil prices have dropped. Now that prices are rising and Russian oil may be removed from the market, they stand to gain greatly. Most shale CEOs have committed to restrict output growth to 5% notwithstanding geopolitical risks. At last week's earnings conference, Occidental CEO Vicky Holub confirmed that plan. Even if oil prices have skyrocketed, we'll have to wait and see whether the discipline can hold if oil reaches $100 per barrel. Renewable energy sources may put pressure on oil firms in the long future. US energy businesses with little exposure to Russia, on the other hand, have a brighter future in the short term.
MooMoo is an advanced trading platform that offers access to commission-free trading stocks, options, and ETFs, and they're based in Silicon Valley, California. MooMoo offers commission-free tradings, and they also offer advanced charting and research tools, customizable dashboards, and level 2 market data that usually will cost you to have on Robinhood or Webull. Get up to 5 free stocks at sign up and fund your account. And for those who buy the fear, sell the news. MooMoo has the longest trading hours from 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. We will leave the link below, so get your free stocks up to $3,500. It's always a good time to start investing.
AeroVironment Incorporated designs, develops, manufactures, maintains, and manages a wide range of products and services for government agencies, enterprises, and consumers. The Unmanned Aircraft Systems division of the company is responsible for the design, development, manufacture, maintenance, and operation of UAS and tactical missile systems that offer situational awareness, multi-band communications, force protection, and several other mission impacts. A majority of the company's business come from the Department of Defense, where it provides UAS, tactical missile systems, and other associated services. Among the company's tiny unmanned aerial systems, you'll find Raven, Wasp AE, Puma AE, and Shrike models. Law enforcement, search and rescue, and fire department employees may also use the company's Cube unmanned aerial vehicle. Systems from tiny and medium unmanned aircraft systems to tactical missiles are available from the company. The most crucial aspect is likely to be an increase in profits, since the most investors are attracted to firms with unusually high profit margins. In addition, for growth investors, double-digit profits growth is desired and frequently indicates great prospects and stock price rises from the firm being considered. AeroVironment's historical profit growth rate is 46.2%, but investors should concentrate on the company's expected growth. The company's EPS is predicted to climb 2.2% this year, beating the industry average of EPS growth minus 12.6%, which is likely to be lower than expected. A higher than average increase in cash flow is more helpful to growth-oriented organizations and more crucial to established companies. Because of their large cash reserves, these firms can embark on new initiatives without the need to raise costly outside capital for them. At this point, AeroVironment's year-over-year cash flow increase is 24.9%, which is greater than most of its competitors. It's in line with the 8.1% average for the industry. The present cash flow growth rate is important, but it's also important to look at the historical growth rate to put the current number in context. Compared to the industry average of 6%, the company's annualized cash flow growth rate over the last 3 to 5 years was 36.9%. The trend in earnings estimates revisions may help confirm the stock's superiority in terms of the measures stated above as well. Of course, a good trend is helpful. A recent study reveals that earnings estimate revisions of short-term stock price changes are strongly correlated. AeroVironment has the Zacks rank number 2 and the growth based on total earnings forecast revisions. Well, I hope that you guys learned something new today. Do not get distracted by things that are happening right now. They're short-term, and that is not why you're investing in the first place. Buy value companies, buy the dip. To add stock to your position, click on my link below and claim your free stock on MooMoo app. And that will be all for today's video, and thank you for watching it. If you liked it, make sure to smash that like button and share it with your friends. I will see you in the next video. Take care and stay tuned.